Alright guys, second video for the day, last video for the day. Because my little heart can't take. I want to go and punch something really bad right now. Alright, so guys, obviously, as you know, we went through and we were talking about this when it came out. Remember that Hunter Biden, the laptop, his links to China, all that, Russia misinformation campaign that was supposedly being ran? Well, what do you know? The mainstream media has now discovered, oh wait, it is now legit. Oh wait. Yes, the people who were trying to discredit this a month before the election, a month after the election, are all of a sudden realizing that it might have actually been a legit story the whole time. My shock. Imagine that. Because at the end of the day, they just wouldn't admit before the election, would they? I wonder why. I wonder why they were not admitting before the election that it might have been a legit story. Like, this... I'm going to lose my shit in this video too, I know it. This infuriates me. Because they sit there and they call us Russian bots. They call us Russian trolls. They claim that we're running a Russia misinformation campaign for talking about this. And then after the election, oh wait, sorry guys, hey, it might have been legit the whole time. Oh yeah, it's glad that the whole country, or half the country, didn't vote in an election, for example, right? It's glad that none of this information would have possibly affected people's votes. And obviously that's why that wasn't coming out. Okay, let's just... I want to see what the Gateway Pundit has to say for itself here, because it's interesting. But my theory is this. They knew it was legit. They knew it was a real story. They knew it was credible. But they ran interference for Joe Biden because they didn't want Trump to win the election. But now that Biden has won the election, now they're going to impeach him. Or now they're going to force him to resign. And Kamala Harris will be the new president of the United States. The woman who hid evidence on black people because she wanted to use them for slave labor. That one is going to be the president for the United States. I'm laughing at the fact that the media has been calling Trump a racist for 4 years. 5 years even. But, but Kamala, she's the goddess. She's the saint. She's nowhere near racist, right? She just refused to hand over evidence on black people to help them get evicted or help them get released from jail because she wanted to use them for slave labor. That Kamala Harris, right? The one who locked up more people for smoking joints. Third strike for wacky tobacco. But then joked about smoking it in college while supposedly listening to Tupac or something, who wasn't around at the time, or some rapper. I forget the details now. Yeah, so that's what my thought is. But anyway, let's jump into it. Let's see what the Gateway Pundit has to say. Over the past week, there's sudden to rush to report on Hunter Biden's illegal dealings with Chinese. Why has this all been reported now after months of cover-up by the media? We report extensively on the cover-up and the sick nature of Hunter Biden before the election. Unfortunately, at the time, we were only ones reporting on this. Well, you weren't, Gateway Pundit, because we also did. A lot of people on the internet did, actually, to be honest. Huge breaking exclusive. Hunter Biden has a Pornhub account where he uploaded his personal porn, including family members. Including with family... Holy God. Is that his... I have no idea who that is, I'm kind of wondering though. Now suddenly big media is reporting on these activities with Chinese, the Daily Reporter reports. So why is this information now coming out? For some reason, the Biden's family ties to China have finally been reported in the press. We can't see. Wait, we can't. So they don't really answer that question, do they? What does it say in the text? Yeah, Dems are making their way for Harris to become president. So that would be my guess. Look, at the end of the day, that anybody that's not furious over this, why aren't you? Why are you not furious about this? Why is it the left who supported Joe Biden, who didn't know about this, or who was told that this was Russian misinformation? Why are you not furious about this? The mainstream media lied to you in order to run interference for a presidential campaign because it was their guy. Are you going to take that? Are you just going to sit there and go, oh, well, nothing happened now? How many votes would have changed if they had have reported on this legitimately? It's infuriating. It really, really is. This and the first story. You have a report coming out that says the votes were designed to cause huge amounts of errors. To cause huge amounts of errors. You have a mainstream media who refused to report on a story and even ran interference for a story just so their candidate would win. And the left are just sitting there like, yeah, nothing to see here, nothing at all. That they'll call Trump supporters a cult. But they're completely fine with this because their guy won. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's just their guy won. And shills who sat there and who sat there at the time and claimed that this was Russian misinformation. Oh, but we got 50 ex-former CIA agents or whatever it was who went through and claimed that this was a Russian misinformation campaign. What any report, anything going to happen to them? Meddling in an election? Anybody? You should be furious over this. Should be rioting in the streets. Or at least protest. Protesting in the streets. Don't riot, protest. This is why I hate mainstream media. The same people that tell us that there's nothing going on with these election machines were the same ones telling us a month before the election this was Russian misinformation. And then as soon as he won, all of a sudden now they want to report on it. Boy, ain't that a convenient. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Hopefully tomorrow will be happier news, guys. I don't want to make a ranty video every day. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. We do have the election certification coming up today. It's the second deadline, so to speak. Obviously, the big thing is January 6th. But unless the GOP does something, I don't see how this is... Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Apart from that, guys, keep the faith, I suppose. But we'll see. Hopefully, we'll get Trump for another second term. And I'll tell you what, Trump, if you win this, man, you got a clean house. You got a clean house and you got to get rid of some of these deep state shills. You got to put back in these anti-establishments. Like, for example, poor Madam, I'm not Mr. Manafort, but these guys that are just being hammered by the deep state. These guys that have had their lives, like Stone, Roger Stone, and all these sort of guys, had their lives overturned. The reason why is because they're anti-establishment. If someone's had their life overturned by the establishment, you should be looking at them for a job. Because that's who you want on your team. You want these people that the deep state are petrified of. You don't want Bolton or any of these shells. You want people like Stone or Carter fella? Carter Page, I think it was. You know, not necessarily, maybe Paul Manafort, maybe. But, you know, like these sort of guys that have literally had their lives overthrown or overturned or destroyed by the deep state. Give them a job, because I tell you what, they're going to be out for blood. They really, really would be. And I want this last 4 years, if Trump manages to win, I want this last 4 years of Trump. I want the deep state reeling, sitting in a corner of a room, rocking backwards and forwards, saying, how did this happen? I want them so traumatized that at the end of the day, they don't stick their head out for another 20 years. It's time the Republican Party. It's time it grew some balls. Because I tell you what, this, and it's starting to get there. It's starting to change. Fine, terrific. Move faster. Grow some gonads. Take the fight to them. Don't play defensive, play offensive. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Last video for the day, guys. So, yeah, enjoy. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night and enjoy.